Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here, or welcome back if you've been with me here before. I'm coming to you from the beautiful lands of Nosara, Costa Rica. So in this practice, you're going to hear the sounds of birds, the nature, the jungle. It is rainy season here, and a little bit of howler monkeys in the background as well. This is a wrist-free practice. It is highly requested from you guys, so I decided to make another one here, the backdrop of the jungle. And what this means is that there's no downward dogs, there's no planks, there's no chatturangas, there's nothing where you have pressure on the wrists. A couple of blocks might be helpful in this practice, for sure one. And if you don't have any blocks, maybe a pillow or a couch cushion, and if you don't have any of that, that's okay too. You can still do the practice. And we will finish the class in savasana, to the sounds of nature. There will also be pranayama, some breath work at the end, and we'll complete the practice completely in meditation, in resting in silence and stillness, just receiving everything that we've did throughout the entire practice. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already to support, so we can share the gift of yoga to those who may need it or desire it. And if you want to stay connected, I have my love letters, my email list. It's just me writing to you. You can sign up below and you can stay in touch with different offerings and just inspiration and just sharing my life. And also I am so happy and so grateful to be able to lead a retreat here in Nosara for the women here in Costa Rica in February of 2026. And more information is below. Don't hesitate to reach out. Would love to have you if that aligns, a yoga retreat. So get into something comfortable and let's get this wrist-free practice started. Let's begin today's wrist-free practice on our backs. So go ahead and lay yourself down. And you can start with either your legs in butterfly, so Supta Baddha Konasana, feet touch, knees open. Or if that feels like there's too much pressure on the low back, come into constructive rest, so feet out wide and knees fall in to touch. Hands could either be on the belly or arms down by your side with the palms up. So you choose your intentional starting position. You can close down your eyes. And we'll invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths together to arrive on our mats and into our practice. So exhale your breath through your nose. Inhale through your nose, let your belly, your ribs, your chest expand and inflate. And exhale out through the mouth, release, let it go. All the air goes out, and we'll do that one more time. Big breath in, inhale, take life in, that's your inspiration. All the way up into the collarbones. And exhale, let it go, let all the air out. And then close your mouth and shift your breath to be in and out through both nostrils. Just relax the energy behind your eyes. And allow yourself to arrive here in your body, on your mat, and into the rhythm of your smooth, seamless breath. Just noticing and feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Seeing if you can match the length of your inhalations to the length of your exhalations. And notice how bringing more presence to your breath starts to anchor you more deeply into the presence of your practice. And I invite us to allow our breath to be the anchor for our practice today. Our anchor and that bridge into the present to experience the mind, body, and energy connection. As you continue to presence yourself to your breath, we'll start to bring in some gentle movement to warm ourselves up. So wherever your legs are, you're going to bring the legs together and in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, your knee. Give yourself a little hug here. You can be still, or you can gently rock or sway from side to side if you want to massage the lower back. And from here, we'll come to stillness and keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long, and pull your right knee in towards your chest. Your feet could either be relaxed, pointed, or flexed. You can decide which one feels more supportive for you. Flexed will help protect the knee. Relax the shoulders, relax the belly, use your biceps to pull that right knee in towards the chest. And take your left hand to your left hip bone as a reminder to stay grounded and open up your right knee to the right, any amount without lifting the left hip off of the mat. Starting to stretch into the inner line of the leg, the groin, the hip flexor. Again, the belly is relaxed. Breathe into your belly. Bring your leg to center. Come in for a simple twist. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Roll over onto your left side. And the right arm opens up. Palm is up so that we're keeping the chest nice and open, externally rotated. Head center or look over to your right. Continue into your abdominal breath. Belly rises and falls. Let your right shoulder soften, gently opening up the spine. Come back to center. We're going to come into a half happy baby. So you're going to bring your right knee in towards the chest, flex your right foot, and take your right hand to the inside of the right leg. You can have your left leg extended, or for more support, just bend your left knee, left foot on the floor. Either grab your calf, your ankle, or the outer edge of your right foot, or peace finger and thumb around your right big toe. Relax your shoulders down. Keep a slight pull in of your chin so your head's not way up high. And try to keep your hips nice and heavy. And just breathe. Gently warming up the body. If your left leg is extended, just bend your left knee. We'll come into figure 4. Cross your right ankle. Let it clear your left thigh. Right foot is flexed. Option 1, take your right hand close to your right hip bone and just push the right thigh away from you. Option 2, thread. Right hand comes between the legs. Lift your left foot off the mat and interlace your hands behind the back of your left thigh or around your left shin. As long as you can keep your shoulders relaxed and chin in. Once you're here, you can use your right elbow to push the right thigh away from you as you pull the left thigh in toward you. Relax the shoulders and the jaw, breathe into the belly, gently opening up the hips. One breath at a time. Okay, if your hands are interlaced, you're going to release the hands, and we will unravel the legs and draw your knees back in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins. And then we'll keep the left knee in, extend your right leg long, we're taking it to the other side. So either flex the feet or point the toes. Hips are level, so try not to let that left hip hike up. Pull the left thigh in, belly is soft. You're going to take your right hand to your right hip bone as a reminder to stay down and grounded, and start to open up your left shin and knee and thigh to the left without lifting the right hip off of the ground. Breathe into the belly, shoulders soft, getting into the groin, hip flexor, inner line of the leg. And then draw your leg back to center. We're going to come in for a simple twist. You're going to take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh, roll over onto the right side. Left arm's going to open up, palm is facing up, externally rotating the left shoulder. Head is either center or look to your left. Abdominal breath. And soften the shoulders, especially the left one. Starting to open up the spine on this side, the chest. And then come back to center. Come into half happy baby. So you can bend the right knee if you'd like, or keep the right leg extended. Pull your left thigh in, take your left arm to the inside of the left leg. And then grab a hold of your calf or your ankle or the outer edge of your left foot. Keep your hips nice and level, shoulders relaxed, breathe into your belly. All right, if your right leg is extended, bend the right knee, plant the right foot down, preparing for figure four. Let your left ankle cross and clear your right thigh. Left foot is flexed. Option one, left hand to your left thigh, closer to the hip bone so you're not pushing on the knee, and push the left thigh away. And sometimes that feels really nice for your hip flexor here, that space getting into the gunk there. Or option two, thread. Left hand between the legs, lift your right foot off the mat, interlace the fingers behind the back of the right thigh or around your right shin. And again, just readjust so that your shoulders are relaxed. And you can use your left elbow to push the left thigh away from you and the right thigh you pull in. Breathe through any tightness or density you might feel. Just saying hello to the hips. One more cycle of breath here. All right, unravel the legs and draw your knees again in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. And then place your feet down onto the mat, preparing for a dynamic bridge to warm up the back body, the back line of the body. Feet hip width distance apart, heels close to the glutes, toes are pointing forward, palms are down by your side. We'll do one hip bridge without the arms to begin. So you're going to press into your feet, gently engage your glutes. You're going to inhale, lift your hips up into bridge, and just make sure the hips are even and the weight is even on both sides of the leg, so one leg isn't dominating over the other. And then exhale, you slowly roll the hips back down. Now we're going to add in the arms in sync with the hips. You're going to inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms on 2 tracks, all the way up, parallel lines, so the backs of the hands touch the ground behind you. And then as you exhale, you lower the hips and lower the arms back to where we started. And this is now syncing breath with movement, nice and smooth. Inhale, we lift. So you're slowing down the breath, tethering the mind to the breath. And then exhale, you lower down, lower the arms. So we're starting to awaken the back body, the glutes, the hamstrings, the shoulders. Inhale, we lift, nice and smooth. So slow it down so that you have the full inhale, and nice and slow until you're at the peak position. That's when the peak of the inhale is. And then exhale, you lower down. And it's the same thing. Bottom of the exhale, that's where we're back to the beginning of the movement. Inhale, we lift, rise. This time you're going to keep your hips lifted. Exhale now and just lower your arms down. Hips are lifted. Continue to breathe and hold bridge pose here. Your palms could just be down on the floor. If it's okay for your wrists or shoulders, you can interlace the hands and arms and walk the shoulders in and press the forearms down into the ground. Stay nice and calm and easeful, lifting the hips. Your kneecaps are pulling away from you. Feet are firmly rooted on the mat, and your breath is traveling up into your heart space. You might start to feel a little bit of heat. So waking up the body so that when we move into our standing postures, we feel very ready, alive, and activated so that we could really tap into our stability. If your hands are interlaced, just release the hands back by your side. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly lower down upper back, mid back, lower back. Release your glutes, pause for a moment, receive that groundedness. Now we're going to move into some core activation. You're going to take your legs up towards the sky, point your toes, and extend your legs. Now you're going to imagine there's like a seatbelt here across your lower abdomen to contain the core. So you want to have your lower back imprinting to the mat. So as the legs lower, you don't want to lift the back up. If your back starts lifting, just don't lower your legs as far down. Okay? Remember the seatbelts. You're going to reach your arms up towards the sky, point your toes, and you're going to bring your right leg down, hover, and your right arm. So same leg, same arm, any amount. If you start to feel your back lifting, just don't go as low. Maybe you can go down as much as to hover, and then you come back up to start. And we're going to switch. Left leg, left arm. And breathe as you do this. And just find your pace. You don't have to go fast because the slower you go, the harder it's going to be, but the stronger you're going to get, the more stable you're going to get. Because you're not using momentum. You're really present with the experience and just activating all the little muscles. Don't hold your breath. Breathe as you move through. And keep pointing and extending the legs. Remember that seatbelt buckle. Just keep on going. So strong, so steady. And if you're shaking, that's okay. And just a few more. Nice strong core. One more on each side, wherever you are. Okay, well done. Release, bend your knees, hug yourself, give your knees a hug in towards your chest. And we're going to extend the legs out long and reach the arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. Just lengthen everything out. Lengthen out the spine. And then pull your knees back in and hands behind the backs of the knees. We're going to rock and roll to stand. Try to avoid placing your hands on the ground. If you need to, just do it very lightly and avoid any pressure on the wrists if you can't have pressure on there. Or if there's a different way you'd like to come to stand, come to stand. But I'm going to give myself a rock a few times to use momentum for this one and then come to stand on my feet without using my hands. So I'm just going to start by rocking up and down. And then when you feel like you're good, you're just going to push and come to stand. So meet me in a standing position. So feet are hip width distance apart, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulders onto the back, all four corners of the feet rooted. See if you can lift your toes up and then relax them back down. Your kneecaps are lifting, tailbone is lengthening down, shoulders onto the back. Notice if your head's hanging off your spine, you want to pull the chin in. And your eyes are along the horizon rather than looking down. So you have this proud open chest, energy flowing through the fingertips as well. So there's aliveness and awareness throughout the entire body. And then you connect to your breath. Maintaining the hips to stay centered and your tailbone lengthening down with your feet rooted. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and we're going to twist. Exhale, twist to your right, right arm back, left arm forward. You're going to look out or look out back to your right hand. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your left, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, come back to center. You're going to cactus the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, show your heart, lift up and out rather than just dumping back. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, lower the arms down. Coming into a side stretch, you're going to take your left leg behind the right, and they could be separated. You're going to reach your arms up. You can take your right hand and grab your left wrist and arch up and over to the right. If that doesn't feel good for your wrists, you just can take your right hand to your right side and just reach your left arm up and over. Keep your chest open, shoulders out of the ears, and just breathe into your whole left side body. Come back to stand with your feet hip width distance. Inhale, separate your arms, reach up. And exhale, we're going to go to the other side. So right leg behind the left, left hand hold on to the right wrist, or left arm down to the mat with your palm facing towards the ground. Bowing the right side, breathe into your right side body. So we're opening up the spine in all the directions. Come back to center, feet hip width distance. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, lower your arms back down, Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, we're going to take our arms out in front of us with the palms facing down. And we're going to stand on the balls of our feet. So your heels are going to lift. And we're going to bend the knees and we're going to come down towards the ground with the heels lifted, as if we're sliding our backs against the wall. So focus your eyes on one point. Just going to bend the knees. Your back is sliding against the wall. You're going to start to feel your legs come online and be here on your heels. Bring your hands to heart center and either stay right here if this is a lot for you, or challenge your balance and look to your right. Center. Look to your left. Center, and then maybe here you try to dip your right knee down, just let it kiss the ground. Come back to center, left knee can kiss the ground. Come back to center, maybe you try both knees, and back to center. And then the same way that we came down, we're going to come up, so you're going to extend the arms out in front of you, palms down. Imagine as if you're sliding up a wall. You're going to start to feel your legs come on, heels lifted, focus your eyes on one point, stand up nice and tall, straighten the legs, lower the heels down, Tadasana, mountain pose, palms face forward, shoulders onto the back. Recenter. You're going to bend the knees and we'll come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit back in your heels, biceps by the ears, thumbs back in space. You're going to pull the belly in, firm the outer thighs and knees so the knees aren't collapsing in. And from here, we're going to move into dynamic chair. It's a little bit spicy, but it'll continue to warm us up. As you exhale, you're going to keep your knees bent, bring your chest towards your thighs, and bring your fingertips towards the mat. Long spine. Inhale, lead with the thumbs. Rise with a flat back, keep your knees bent, come back to chair. You're going to exhale, chest to thighs, biceps by the ears. Strong, long spine. Fingertips graze the ground. Knees stay bent. Inhale, lead with the thumbs, biceps by the ears, back to your chair pose. And again, exhale, chest to thighs, fingertips towards the ground. Lead with the thumbs, rise back up to chair. Stay in chair for your exhale. One cycle of breath here. Keep pulling the belly in. Chest is open, shoulders out of the ears. Inhale, extend the legs, reach the arms up, lengthen. And exhale, arms by the side, Tadasana, mountain pose. And just feel the energy running through your body, anchoring deeply to your breath. All right, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead, little bend in the knees, exhale, forward fold, folding over the hips here. Your hands could be on a block here, or if you'd like to come into ragdoll, you can grab opposite elbows and bend your knees as much as you'd like here. You can sway or just be still, just saying hello to the hamstrings, releasing the spine. And if you're swaying from side to side, just come back to center. Release your arms towards the ground. Inhale nice and smooth, come into a halfway lift. Long spine, shoulders back, chin in, and exhale, forward fold. We're going to come into yogi squat. So heel toe your feet out wide, so your heels are in, your toes are out, probably off the mat, or slightly off the mat. You're going to bend your knees so that your knees track in line with your toes, and take your hands to touch in prayer. If that's too much pressure on your wrists, you can always make fists, like knuckles towards each other. You can always sit on a block here as well for support. You're going to press your elbows, forearms into the backs of the triceps into the inner thighs. As you push the palms or fists in together, you drop the shoulders and you open up the chest. Relax your belly, relax your jaw. All right. We're going to come to stand and rise, similar to how we did with the toe squat. You're going to keep your chest open as if you're sliding up against a wall. You're going to root down through your feet, especially your heels. You're going to feel your glutes and hamstrings activate as you rise up to stand. Extend the legs, heel toe your feet hip width distance apart, Tadasana mountain pose. Now we're going to take a nice big step back with the left leg into a low lunge. So you can bend both knees. And you can step the left leg back. If you feel like you need to take your hands down for support, take your hands down for support and place your left knee down. So you're in a low lunge, you're gonna drop your right hip down, and you're gonna sink forward into your right hip as your right heel pulls back and left knee forward. This will start to magnetize your inner thighs so you feel nice and steady and stable. You're gonna reach your arms up, thumbs back. Your pinkies are slightly forward as you drop the shoulders and the chest is open. Breathe. We're gonna flow from here. Inhale. You're going to exhale, cactus the arms as you pull the right hip back, show your heart, lift up and out. And then inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, shift your hips back, half split. Extend your right leg, right toes towards the face. Just lightly touch the ground with your fingertips. And we'll flow like this a couple more times. Inhale, bend your right knee, scoop the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, show your heart, lift up and out rather than just dumping back. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, half split, flex the right foot, extend the leg. One more time. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, show your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, half split. Pause here. You can always slide some blocks into your hands here. Soften the shoulders and elongate the spine. You can use the imagery of somebody tying a string to your heart and gently tugging your heart forward. And even if you don't move, using just your imagination will start the process of elongating the spine. Just breathe into your hamstring, nice long neck, meaning a slight pull in of the chin, so the back of the spine all the way into the crown, there's a long line. So we're not stopping the flow of energy by cranking up the neck. Okay, you're going to re-bend the right knee, come back forward. Reach your arms up, preparing for a prayer twist. You're going to take your hands into prayer. You're going to shift your torso forward. You're going to hinge forward. You're going to inhale here, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, you're going to twist to your right. And again, if you have a sensitive wrist or both are sensitive, you can make fists into one another. Hook your left tricep to the outside of the right thigh. And use that pressure of your fists or your palms touching to open up the chest. Use that as leverage and elongate the spine. And shoulders are out of the ears. Either look out here or look down if that's better for your neck, or you look to your right. Breathe into your belly, abdominal breath, nice and calm. All right, we're gonna look down with the gaze. We're gonna tuck the left toes under, power up the back leg. Here we are. When you feel steady and stable, we're gonna come into a high lunge. Keep rooting down through that right heel. You can always bend the left knee if you feel pressure in the low back. A little bit of strengthening here. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna extend, prepare. Exhale, bend the elbows. Show your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, airplane the arms through, torso comes through, shoulders onto the back. You're gonna kiss the left knee to the ground and then extend back up. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're gonna exhale, cartwheel open, warrior two. So drop your left heel in, turn your left toes out, warrior two. Tuck that right glute into the middle so your right knee's in line with second and third toe. Eyes beyond the right middle finger, soft gaze. And then pubic bone curls in as the chest is open. Firm the outer edge of your left foot so the back leg is strong. We're gonna flow from here, from reverse to extended side angle. Your legs stay where they are. You're gonna flip your right palm, inhale to reverse. Nice bend in the right knee. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm goes all the way up and over. So we're not gonna stay here, we're just gonna flow. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Right knee stays bent the whole time. Exhale, extended side angle. So smoothing out your breath with your movements. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. This time we're going to stay here and drop into your breath. Keep tucking the right glute, everything into the midline as you trust to lean your chest back. Try not to collapse and dump and hang out on your shoulder. Maintain that frame. And there's this long line from the outer edge of your left foot all the way through the left side body, through your left fingers. Either look down, out, or up, whatever's most comfortable for your neck. And you're finding length in the right side just as much as the left side. Slow and steady breaths. If you're looking up, just want to look down and then come back to warrior two. Extend your right leg, preparing for triangle pose. So you can walk your back heel in a little bit here for more stability. You're going to shift your hips back and engage your right thigh or a little bend in the right knee so you're not jamming on the knee. You're going to reach forward, hinge, 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 reach, 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 reach until you can't reach anymore. And then take your right hand to your shin or to the block or the inside of your right leg with your palm open and the left arm up towards the sky. Or if you want to maintain the lateral, you can take your left arm up and over and the chest is opening up and you're breathing into the left side body. Okay, wherever your gaze is, look down and feel the power of your legs and the strength of your core lift you back up to stand. And lower the arms down. Turn your toes to face the left side of your mat, heels behind the toes. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands on the hips. You're going to inhale, elongate the spine. As you exhale, bring the hips back as you forward fold here. Fingertips lightly come on the ground. Your legs are engaged here, but not gripping for dear life. There's this dance between softness and ease. Keep your chin in, breathe into your belly, your shoulders are out of the ears. Notice if you're leaning way back in your heels, can you shift slightly forward? Nice and calm. Forward folds bring a nice sense of calming and groundedness, a sense of release. All right, you're going to bring your hands to your hips, come into a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale in your halfway lift, stay here. And you're going to inhale, rise up, use the power of your legs, rise up with a flat back. And exhale as you land here. Turn your heels in and your toes out. You're going to reach your arms up to a 5-pointed star. Awesome, and then bend your knees, cactus the arms. So your knees are tracking in line with your toes, your tailbone's lengthening down, and you're gonna inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms. And we'll flow like this, bend the knees, bend the elbows. You can feel a bit of a back strengthener as if you're pulling a bar down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, extend the legs, reach the arms, and again, bend the knees, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and extend the legs, extend the arms. Lower the arms down, and then come to stand back towards the top of your mat. Bring the legs together. You're going to bring your hands into prayer. We're going to transition into warrior 3, keeping your right leg on the ground. So, weight is in the right foot. You're going to find your balance first, steady your breath. And then we'll start to hinge the torso forward and flex the left foot as you start to pendulum yourself. Torso forward, the leg lifts. Hips stay closed. You can always keep a little bend in your right knee. Chest is open, shoulders glide onto the back. Hands could stay in prayer or airplane arms. As you engage the triceps and energy reaches through the fingertips, chin is in, so the back of the neck is long. If you want a little more, you can extend the arms up overhead, biceps by the ears. So choose your destination here. Breathe, nice and calm. Focus your eyes on one point. It's going to help with your balance. We're going to transition slowly with grace into figure 4 chair pose. So try not to let your left leg touch the ground. You're going to come to stand back up and then cross your left ankle. Let it clear your right thigh. Right knee is bent. Hands could come back into prayer. Sit back in your imaginary chair. Spine is long. Pull the belly in. Either stay right here, shoulders soft, or maybe your forearms come to the left shin. And again, we're going to come to stand. Try not to let the left leg touch the ground just yet. We're almost there. Straighten your right leg. Stand up nice and tall. Reach your arms up overhead and start to kick your left heel forward. Try not to lean back. Imagine there's a wall behind you. Stand nice and tall. Engage your left quad. And then lower the left leg. Tadasana mountain pose. Palms forward, shoulders onto the back. Eyes along the horizon. And just pause and receive that sequence that we just did. Just feel the energy flowing through your entire being. Feeling whatever sensations and tingling that you might feel without any story around it, whether it's good or bad. Just sit in the seat of the witness and the observer. Recalibrate, recenter. All right. Now we get to move to the other side from a whole new perspective without any expectations. From here, we're going to step the right leg back to a low lunge. If you feel you need to go there from a forward fold, feel free. Try not to let your hands touch the ground. So use your balance and your focus to step your right leg back. Nice big step back. And then gently, carefully place your right knee down. And then from here, you're going to just refine. So we build from the ground up. Your left hip pulls back and down. Left heel back, right knee forward, inner thighs magnetizing. And then you reach your arms up overhead. Drop the shoulders, chest open. Find your breath. And then we're going to flow from here nice and smooth. Inhale, extend and prepare. Exhale, bend the elbows. Pull your left hip back. Use that as leverage to open and show your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, half split. So extend your left leg. Flex the left toes towards the face. Flow like this. Ride the wave of your breath. Inhale, bend the left knee. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Open the chest. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, half split. Frame your left leg. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, bend the left knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, show your heart. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, half split. Pause here, drop into your breath, soften the shoulders. Remember that string tied to your heart as you lengthen. Breathe into the left hamstring, find ease. Okay, we're going to re-bend the left knee, shift forward, low lunge, reach the arms up, preparing for prayer twist. Bring your hands into prayer or fists. So you're going to bring your torso forward. Inhale to prepare, to lengthen. As you exhale, you twist from the core to the left and take your right tricep hook to the outside of the left thigh. And then readjust as you push the palms or fists into each other. You're going to glide that right shoulder down, chest open, elongating the spine. Breathe into the belly. Whenever you're twisting, it's abdominal breath. Either look down, out, or up. And then find one thing to focus your eyes on, something that's steady and not moving. And then we drop into the breath. That's going to steady the mind, help you find that calm. Okay, from here, we're going to tuck the right toes under, power up the back leg, so slow and steady as you feel ready. You're going to untwist and reach your arms up, high lunge. We're going to add a little bit of spice here. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, just bend the elbows, open up your chest. Inhale, extend the arms. As you exhale, airplane the arms through, torso comes forward, shoulders onto the back, and dip your right knee down. Let it just lightly kiss the ground. And then inhale, re-extend, high lunge. Exhale, you're going to open up, warrior two. Drop your right heel down, right toes fan out. Tuck the left glute into the middle. So you bring the left knee towards the second toe. Pubic bone curls in. Wide open chest, firm the outer edge of your right foot as the back leg stays strong. So building from the ground up, your legs are going to stay the same as we flow. Flip the left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm comes all the way up and over, and this is our flow. Try not to dump into the left thigh. Inhale, nice and smooth, reverse, like you're moving through water. Exhale, extended side angle. And a breath to movement. How smooth can you move? Or like you're moving through honey. Reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. This time we stay here. Remember your frame. Hips into the midline as you trust to lean your chest, your torso back, bicep by the ear. Long line from the outer edge of your right foot through your right fingers. Find your gaze. Moment by moment, one breath at a time. Okay, look down and then come to stand straight in that left leg and lower the arms down, preparing for triangle trikonasana. So you can walk your back foot in to create more stability. Either left leg is engaged or just like a little micro bend in the knee so you're not jamming on the left knee. You're going to dip your hips back, take your arms out, look beyond your left fingers, and then hinge and reach, 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 reach until you cannot reach anymore. Take your left hand to the shin, just very lightly, or you can place the back of the left hand on the inside of the left knee very lightly, or let it hover, or bring it on a block. Right arm can just be up towards the sky. And again, notice if your chest is collapsing. Bring your legs into the midline as you trust to lean the chest back, or maybe you want to arch the right arm up and over. And then find length on both sides of the body. You'll feel the bowing more on the right, but try to elongate the left side as well. These little refinements, just refining the postures, the body, the vehicle for our consciousness to ride in. Focus your eyes on one point, breathe. Okay, if you're looking up or out, look down to protect the neck. Use the power of your legs and your core. You're going to inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower the arms down. And then come to stand at the top of the mat. Bring your legs together, preparing for warrior three. So you're going to bring your hands to touch into prayer, shoulders onto the back. You're going to focus your eyes on one point, maybe slightly in front of you on the ground this time, because we're going to pendulum forward. So your left leg's going to stay on the ground. Find that deep, deep rooting, and then lift your right foot off the mat, and you're going to start to hinge. So your hips stay closed. They might want to open. Keep them closed. It means you don't have to lift the legs so high. You can keep a little bend in the left knee. Chest is open, shoulders onto the back. Chin is in, nice long spine. Your leg is in line with the hip. And that could just mean you're right here, or maybe you're creating like a table, like a shelf with your spine completely parallel to the ground. Maybe your arms come out. If your arms are behind you in airplane, your shoulders are on the back. Engage your triceps and reach through your fingers. So you have energy reaching through your fingers, your heel, the crown of the head. Breathe. Or maybe you extend the arms up in front of you. Bring your hands back into prayer if they're not already. We're going to slowly, with so much care and grace, without letting your right foot touch the ground, you're going to come into figure four chair pose. So you're going to bend your left knee, cross your right ankle, let it clear your left thigh, right foot is flexed. Sit back in your imaginary chair. So focus, softening the shoulders, pull the belly in, stay right here, or maybe forearms to your shin. Relax your shoulders. Okay, from here we're almost there. Keep your right leg off the ground. You're going to stand up, extend the left leg. Remember, you're leaning up against the wall. You're going to kick your right heel forward, feel your right quad engage, extend your arms up. Try not to lean back, so tall. Look up to eyes along the horizon, Kick through your right heel, lift, 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 and then exhale down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms face forward, shoulders onto the back, eyes along the horizon. Just be here, fully occupying your being, occupying your breath. Eyes along the horizon. Feel your aliveness. Rooted with your feet into the ground. As your head, your crown of your head, the crown extends up tall beyond the sky. Just feel that elongation of the spine. Feel that expansion. Okay, we're going to bring the legs together this time, completely together, and we're going to come down in that toe squat again. Take your arms out in front of you, palms face down. You're going to zip the legs together, lift your heels up. Might be a little bit harder with the legs together. And we're going to imagine we're sliding against the wall. You're going to bend the knees, just bend the knees. Heels are lifted, coming all the way down, nice and slow. Bring the palms touch in front of the heart space, shoulders are down. Either stay center if this is enough for you, or look to your right. Back to center, look to your left. Back to center. And then see here if you can sit without your hands touching the ground. And we'll come into wide-legged forward fold seated. Monkeys. So you're going to take your legs out. And then make sure your torso is stacked over your hips. If you find that you're really rounding here, sit up on a block or on a folded blanket. And if you need a little support, you take your hands behind you and you push your hands into the floor, and that'll help to imprint the groin forward onto the mat. And this might be where you are, and that's perfect. You might just sit right here with a long spine, Or maybe you take your hands out in front of you. You can stay right here. Or maybe you walk the hands forward. If you're coming forward, try not to do it from a place of rounding. First, find the length first, always. And from that elongation, then you find the fold. So you come forward as much as you can, you meet your edge, and then you can start to fold. Again, still relaxing the shoulders out of the ears. You can let your chin come in and just breathe into your belly. We'll just hold this for about 6 to 7 breaths. All right, if you're folding forward, just bring your hands back down, bring your chest back up, and we'll close the legs. And you want to scoot yourself up forward on the mat enough so that we have space for when we roll down. We're going to roll down my favorite way. Feet are on the mat. Take your arms out in front of you, palms face each other. Keep your feet down on the mat the whole time if you can. They're going to want to lift. Keep them down. You're going to pull the belly in. We're going to slowly, slowly roll down. Pull the belly in, so much so that you can get your lower back to touch the mat first. And it's okay if it doesn't right away. With practice, you'll get it. You'll be able to articulate your spine. Slowly, 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 all the way down. We're going to come into a bridge again, and we'll compare how we feel from the first one of the practice and the next one. So you can bend your knees, heels close to your glutes, toes are facing forward, palms down on the ground. You're going to press into your feet, gently engage your glutes, and lift your hips up into bridge. Stay here with your palms on the ground, or if you can, if it's okay for your wrists and shoulders, interlace your hands. Walk your shoulders underneath and press your arms into the mat, getting in a nice shoulder stretch. Again, weight is even on both sides of the legs. And you're breathing, the breath is going to travel up into the chest, into the collarbones. Nice and calm in this gentle inversion. Okay, if your arms and hands are interlaced, release. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly roll down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Release your glutes, pause, and just feel this nice deep sense of groundedness. As you ground here, just prepare. The next shape will be supported bridge or waterfall. So you're going to need a block. If you have one, grab that. If you don't have a block, no worries. You can just take your legs up towards the sky and be here. Or drape your legs over the chair or the couch or the bed, whatever you have around you. If you have a block, you can lift your hips back up and take your block under your sacrum, your tailbone, that bony part just above your glutes. And you have different settings and heights on your block, so you can choose. Choose one that feels comfortable for you and make sure the block is sturdy before you place your tailbone, your sacrum on there. Supported bridge just like this might be perfect for you. Maybe you're like, this is exactly what I need. Or maybe you want to take your legs up towards the sky. Again, make sure your block is nice and steady and firm. Other option with your block is to extend the legs out long with the block under your sacrum. So you decide, yogi's choice, lots of options here. We'll be here for about 7 to 8 breaths. Maybe you close down your eyes. Hands could either be on the belly or arms down by the side. If your legs are extended up or they're draped over something, just bring yourself back to the mat. Bring your feet back down to the mat. And just lift your hips up if you have a block under you. Slide the block out and lower the hips back down. And again, take that moment to just pause and receive. Just let everything settle and neutralize. And then I will suggest here a deeper twist. If you know this twist is not for you, feel free to do your favorite twist. I'm going to do eagle legs twist. You're going to cross your right leg completely over the left. And then lift your hips up and scoot them over to the right. And then let your legs fall over to the left. Right arm's going to open up, palm is up. If this is too much pressure on your low back, you feel pain, or you can't really relax into this, just uncross the legs. Okay. You can always take your left hand to hold the right thigh for support. Sometimes it's very comforting. Head is either center or look over to your right for a full twist. Let that right shoulder get nice and heavy. Maybe close down your eyes and just soften into your belly breath. Just allow yourself to receive this twist, inviting in balance and equilibrium. Okay. With so much care, especially if your legs are crossed, come back to center. Just use your core to help you. Unravel the legs. And then if you notice your hips are a little wonky and uneven, just give your hips a little lift and lower down to readjust, relevel. Whatever variation you did on the first side, take it to the other side for your twist. If you're with me, cross your left leg completely over the right. Lift your hips up and scooch them over to the left, and then let your legs fall over to the right. Right hand can hold on to your left thigh, left arm opens up, palm is open, head is either center or look to your left. Find your edge and then drop into it, drop into your breath. Maybe close down your eyes, let your left shoulder get nice and heavy. Release any tension that you might be holding in the shoulders or the hips. And just breathe into your belly breath. Invite in that softness and balance. With so much care, you're going to come back to center, use your core to bring you back, unravel the legs, and then take a moment to readjust your hips, maybe lift them up a few inches and lower back down. Now we'll come into a nice full happy baby. We started class with the halves, and now we'll come into the full. So bring your legs in, flex your feet, take your arms on the insides of the legs, and then either grab a hold of your calves, your ankles, or the outer edges of the feet, or piece fingers and thumb wrap around your big toe. Make sure your tailbone is heavy towards the ground, and your shoulders are relaxed and soft. Your chin is in, so the back of the neck is long, and you can either be still or you can sway and express your happy baby however you'd like. Maybe you want to extend one leg out, extend the other. Make this your own. Breathe into it, relax the belly. Right, release your happy baby, and then bring your knees in for a final hug here. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a hug, either with your head on the ground, or if you want to lift your head up, come into a tiny little seed. Maybe give your knees a little kiss. Thank you, thank you, thank you, body. Thank you so much. And we will extend out into Shavasana. So take your legs out nice and wide, take up so much space, more space than you normally perhaps allow yourself to. If you want to have props for your Shavasana, feel free to add props. Maybe some blocks underneath the backs of your thighs, or a bolster or pillows underneath the backs of the knees. Palms are open and up, and I always like to lift my chest up and then gently slide the shoulders under and then relax the back down so my heart space is nice and open. So I'm in this fully open state of receivership. You can close down the eyes or just soften the gaze, release any control or efforting of your breath. Your whole body is resting on the ground here. And just think and invite in heavy, heavy bones. Muscles just melting off the bones as the ground and the earth is supporting you. And this time is here for you to nourish yourself at such deep levels and layers and dimensions. Just receiving the echo of your practice in your body. Allowing ourselves to integrate our practice. Just know that the more you can relax here, the more you receive, and the deeper you are held. Just allow yourself to rest here in pure, spacious awareness. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And just notice what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multi-dimensional being. And know that this place of deep ease and restfulness and contentment is always, always there. It's always available to you. It is your birthright. You can slowly and gently begin your return by deepening your breath once again. You can start to bring some gentle movement back to your body by moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. And bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, stirring your body back into wakefulness. And give yourself a hug one last time in this practice. Just acknowledge your efforts. Thank yourself for showing up. You can roll over onto one side, your favorite side, for a moment. And just pause in this in-between space. Notice how this space feels to you. And just take a couple deep breaths into your upper back. And then in your own time and in your own way, come up right to a comfortable seated position. You can sit up on a block or sit on a chair or lean up against the wall. As we'll be here for a little bit to do a pranayama, a breathing practice, and we'll sit in a short meditation just to complete the practice. So wherever you are, you want to be comfortable so you can find the liberty and the freedom to be still so you can drop into your internal world more deeply. So your hands could either be palms up or palms down or hands in your lap, whatever feels most natural to you in this moment. And the pranayama, or the breathing practice that we'll do, is called box breath. You may know it, you may practice it, and I'll guide you through. It's a 4-count breath, so you're going to breathe in for 4, you're going to hold at the top for 4, you're going to exhale for 4, and you're going to hold out on the bottom for 4. So you're making this box, and I'll count you through the first several rounds. And you can do a couple on your own, so you can go a little deeper, and then we'll rest in a short meditation in stillness and silence. So you can sit up nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed, elbows soft. And we're sitting up tall so that we're showing ourselves that we're present, that we're here. And keep the flow of energy moving. Close down the eyes, drop into your breath in and out through the nose. And our come from is from a place of ease and calm and spaciousness. So to get on the same page, we're going to exhale the breath through the nose. And then we'll again box breath. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold out on the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4, hold at the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, count for yourself. A couple more rounds, inhaling for 4, holding at the top for 4, exhaling for 4, holding out for 4. Nice and smooth, in and out through the nose. Just slowly finishing up your last round, no rush. Make sure you fully complete it. You're ending at the bottom on the hold out of the exhale. Once you complete your box breath, your pranayama practice, you're going to let go of the technique and just allow your breath to adjust to be in its natural rhythm, no effort, effortless breath. And then rest your attention, your awareness, either in the center of your heart or the center of your forehead, your third eye. No right or wrong, both beautiful, just different. And just feel into which one is calling you. Either center of the heart or center of the forehead. Just rest in the light of that space, of that center. And we'll rest here for about half a minute or so. And then just gently drop your chin down towards the chest. Bring your hands to touch in front of heart center. And just take a few deep breaths here into the heart. Just acknowledging yourself, your efforts, thanking yourself for showing up today. Acknowledging the light that is within you, that is you, and the teacher that is within you. I thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.